What's going on, guys? Bethesda Games here with more Fallout 3 A Tale of Two Wastelands. And last episode, when we left off, we met up with the Brotherhood outcasts and made our way over to their sort of base that they've got set up. And we found out that they need us and make use of our Pip-Boy to access a simulation to then be able to open a vault. But before we go into the simulation, we do need to make sure we have the neural interface suit on.
That was a hell of a nasty fall you took. When your chute bunched up like that, I thought you were a goner. I hope the other guys made it. I don't think their patrol spotted us coming in. So at least we still have the jump on them. You still have your gear, so I'm gonna let you make the call. You can go in quiet, or guns blazing. We'll still meet at the rendezvous point inside, as planned. Then we'll blow those artillery guns to hell. Just watch yourself. The Reds up here don't take prisoners. Good luck.
So it's pretty cool. It does function a little bit like a Call of Duty campaign, and that's what a lot of people had a problem with. But I've always enjoyed Operation Anchorage. I do think it is quite fun, and it's not too long as well. So that, you know, means that if you just want the rewards, the content doesn't take too long to complete. Now, as part of the collectibles mod, there are briefcases you can pick up throughout the Operation Anchorage simulation, but it's actually quite easy to remember where all of them are, so hopefully we shouldn't rely on this too much and just be able to focus on the main quest. But I will make sure to get all the briefcases because you do get a perk for it. I also do think it's quite cool how there's a custom animation of our friend climbing up the cliff there. And at the start here, and throughout quite a lot of the Operation Anchorage simulation, I do find it useful to be as stealthy as possible. Just because we don't have any stim packs, we have to use those health stations to heal. And at lower levels or higher difficulties, it is quite a challenge. Also helps if you know where a lot of the enemies spawn. And all the equipment in Operation Anchorage has pretty much unlimited item condition. You can eventually break it, but it just takes a ridiculously long time to do so. As we make it to the top of these steps, we have to be careful because there will be some enemies that spawn behind us. As we come over here, there is a sniper rifle that we can make use of. This will probably be one of the main weapons we use throughout the DLC, just because it is very, very powerful. It allows us to pick off enemies at a safe distance. Not sure where those other enemies ended up. They're on the compass. Along with that sniper rifle, there is also a Chinese assault rifle, and it's called the Dragoon assault rifle. It has got a unique texture with a much more brown sort of hand guard or grip there. But along with those health stations, we'd also have ammo dispensers, a couple of grenades and explosives. And for whatever reason, the Operation Anchorage explosives are labelled as different in the game's code, so our grenade throwing indicator doesn't recognise them, but they still function exactly the same as they would in the main game. I think those are the enemies that spawned behind us as we made our way to the top of those stairs there. I do think even though Operation Anchorage is quite linear, it does offer a good wide style of gameplay. It starts off a bit more of a stealth orientated section. Not that you have to do this with stealth, but I just do find it a lot easier. But then later on, it does, the action definitely does ramp up, which is really cool, even if it does have a little bit of the staple Bethesda jank. You can't loot any enemies either because they do sort of disintegrate like that. So one of our allies wasn't too lucky. Managed to get taken out by the enemies. But they did drop a prototype gauge rifle, and this was actually one of the things that sort of made me want to get the DLC when it originally came out. Do like a good gauge rifle, railgun type weapon, and it basically acts as a energy sniper rifle. One downside to it is that you can't refill the ammo for it using the ammo dispenser, so we're not going to have the most amount of ammo at first. But we will pick more up as the DLC goes on. But yeah, it's a really cool weapon. Really cool weapon effects to it, and just feels really powerful as well.
God damn, this place is swarming with Reds. I almost didn't make it. Yeah, I almost bought it out on the cliffs. Didn't know the Reds were so handy with a sniper rifle. So, what's the situation? We clear to blow the hell out of this place? Yeah, I can spare a few rounds. I got your 6.
So you can get him to give you more ammo if you need it. Just realised I haven't really shown off the armour. It's basically like a combat armour, but you've got a balaclava and a set of goggles on. I think it looks really cool.
Whoa. Watch your step near those ledges. That is a hell. Eyes on. We got company up ahead. I'm gonna push you bastards right back to the Great Wall if I have to. Wake up! Got something.
So we'll be getting our first piece of intel here as well. And there's 10 pieces to collect overall throughout the Operation Anchorage DLC. And like I said, we have got that collectibles quest as part of the mods. But we shouldn't need it too much, because I've played through this enough times that I should be able to remember where they are. So the first one is just here. 1 and 10. Keep up the good work. And there are holotapes in each of these. There are a few holotapes you can collect throughout the DLC as well, along with computers you can access. And it's mainly just a little bit of backstory.
Audio log begin. This is Captain Zachary Lloyd, United States Army Anchorage, Alaska Security Detachment. We are approximately 2 hours into the Chinese assault on this outpost. We're being shelled non-stop, indiscriminately. The entire base is under bombardment from the Chinese ships, and they don't care who they hit. All accounts indicate they've actually killed more of their own men than ours. They just do not seem to care about their own troops at all. At this rate, the entire mountain will be a graveyard in less than an hour, and then the Chinese will just move in and set up shop.
One more day without seeing
God
another
help
town.
us.
I'll
God
die a
help
happy
America.
man.
So because there is quite a lot of combat in the Anchorage DLC, it is a good chance to get a lot of XP, which is nice. So when you get Light Step, this is a really handy perk. It prevents us from activating any floor-based traps, and I think it's using Stewie's tweaks, or might be Jip. You can configure it so if you pick this perk, your companions get it as well, so it stops Dogmeat blowing himself up on landmines. And then I would normally go for jury rigging, but instead we'll go with Lawbringer. That way we can start picking fingers off enemies that we take out, and you can then sell them for caps as well as positive karma. This is a really good way of earning a bit of money. Then we'll probably go, we're starting to unlock some useful perks here. Firearms Master is tied to our recoil mod that we're using, that basically gives weapons bloom as you fire them. And this just allows you to be a little bit more accurate. We'll also try and get Adamantium Skeleton, means our limbs take less damage, along with Jewelry Rigging, which allows you to repair weapons with weapons of a similar type. And this is really useful for some of the more unique or rare weapons, keeping them in good condition, or even earning a lot of money by picking up a expensive weapon that's in poor condition and repairing it with cheap weapons that you find throughout the Wasteland. It means you can then sell it back for a good amount of money. Robotics Expert is also quite a useful perk. It 1 or 2 points throughout the game. And we did get a map marker for the Regulator HQ, and that is where we turn in our fingers that we take off enemies after getting the Lawbringer perk.
Don't let one of those cops...
Did forget about those enemies that spawn there. But there is this very easy locked door here, and in this room there is another holotape we can pick up for again a little bit more backstory. Here's the note about the regulators.
Molly, I hope this tape gets to you, some way, somehow. I don't have a lot of time, but you need to know what happened to me. The early reports weren't bullshit. The Chinese are here. As in, they're invading Anchorage in force, right now. This is the real deal. It makes Pearl Harbor look like an Academy exercise. I've never seen so many goddamn warships. Sergeant Lowry has ordered the platoon to assemble in the mess in 15 minutes. The plan is to dig in on the cliffs and slow the Chinese advance until the civilian contractors can evacuate. And then we hold the line for as long as we can. I talked to Durney, Cielo, and Dallas, and we all agreed surrender is not an option. I never told you, but that night in Cleveland, on the Ferris wheel, that was when I fell in love with you. Goodbye, Molly. I'm sorry. This is Private First Class Henry Hodges, signing out.
So, Benjamin here was just telling us through here we will be entering the artillery base, Across that bridge, there's turrets in that bunker, along with turrets in that bunker, and a few enemies as well. So stay going across that bridge. We'll go through this cave passage, then hopefully be able to sneak up on the enemies.
Target spotted. Engage it. That's how we do things in the court.
Not quite sure how we managed to hit him with a sneak attack and he didn't die. Accuracy was a bit wonky there.
Over there! Over there! Something from Uncle Sam. Come on, you red bastards!
So in this room, there is another piece of intel. That is our third piece, along with a stealth boy and another holotape.
Audio log begin. This is Captain Zachary Lloyd, United States Army, Anchorage, Alaska Security Detachment. Approximately 23 minutes ago, Chinese Communist forces set foot on Anchorage,
Red bastards!
despite our soldiers' best efforts to prevent that landing. As expected, the Chinese have launched a two-pronged attack, one aimed at occupying Anchorage proper, and the other at securing this base. Thanks to our entrenchment, U.S. casualties here on the mountain are currently minimal, but that's not going to last for long. Chinese reinforcements appear to be endless. It's just a matter of time before we're overrun. We'll die today, but by God, we'll give those communist sons of bitches a black eye they'll never forget. Lloyd out.
Holy shit! There. See him down there? That's their damn Chimera tanks. Don't worry, they're well out of range.
Yeah, normally you can see some tanks going on here. Not quite sure why it's not working. Well, they are pretty cool, but we will run into them later on. Don't know why I tried hacking the terminal when we can automatically open the door. Now here is our fourth piece of intel. I don't think there's a holotape in this one. There is that terminal you can access if you want to.
Target spotted. Engaging. Looks like the commies are getting low on ammo for the big guns. Maybe we didn't even need to come up here.
I think one of the Chinese soldiers has fallen through the floor somewhere. Quite funny.
Right back to the Great Wall.
Not quite sure how he ended up down here. If you need health, there is a health station here. News. It's kind of funny how the Mysterious Stranger and Misfortune can both come into the simulation. Another very easy locked door that does have a holotape behind it.
Oh, Molly, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I can't do this. I'm so afraid, Molly. I don't want to die. Oh my God, I don't want to die. We held them as long as we could. I swear we did. Then Cielo asked for a magazine, and when I turned to give it to him, a shell hit, and he's
Wake
gone,
up.
Molly.
Oh,
He was there
Benji's
1
got
second,
something for you.
and then he wasn't. His blood and bits of him. Oh my God, he's all over me. Please, 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 let them leave. Let them leave. Let them leave. I just want to come home. I just want to be with you again. I'm hiding now. The Chinese are everywhere. I'm a coward. I'm a coward, I know, but I don't care. If they find me, I'm surrendering.
Yeah. So I was wrong. Let's keep moving.
Seen some shimmering there of some soldiers. But yeah, earlier Benji did say about there being the Chinese being low on ammo. But we can tell that isn't the case. So normally you can't target the Chinese stealth troops when they're invisible, but if you damage them they become visible and then you can target them with that. It's quite a good way to get rid of them, just because they can be quite tough.
That's the front down there. These guns are pounding on our guys. Let's take them out.
So here we have to set explosive charges on the guns. They do have a massive blast radius though when they go off, so we're going to have to try and get as much distance away from it as possible. Try and fill up with health as well. And there's the other gun here. Got one more to take out.
And they all come tumbling down. Yeah!
So that is the end of this first chapter of Operation Anchorage. In the next episode we'll obviously have to carry on with the DLC, because we are locked in it now. We've started the simulation, but we'll leave the next section for next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Any mods that I've mentioned will be linked down in the description of the video below. That way you can download them and test them out for yourself. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.